Do individual relocation specialists work in specific states only? Let me answer it this way. Based on the feedback that I've received, based on the conversations that I've had with them, with different firms, etc., the answer is no. The answer is that they typically, it's not untypical for them to have a large list and piles of families that they need to relocate nationwide. Why is this actually in our benefit? It's because that you don't have to think about, hey, I need to really relocate and figure out which specific specialist has all the leads in my market. No, you actually just need to make a touch point. And what I typically advise you to do is connect with someone, make the initial connection, because that connection in that company, and these companies are relatively small. For context, could be 370 people. That's a relatively small company when you think about it. Therefore, my goal is to make a contact with someone in the company, and then will be my associate or the person, my super connector, that will connect me with the other associates who may be looking in my state on a case-to-case basis. The way I understand the business, and I'm very happy to actually get one of these relocation specialists on the podcast, so stay tuned for that, the Real Estate Experiment podcast. It's really about fostering a relationship with them because they are constantly trying to relocate families at scale. So the more you can make yourself readily available, the more you can raise your hand and say, hey, I understand what it is that you're doing, the more likely you are going to have the opportunity to form a relationship, then lead to more contracts. So to me, I personally value the relationship at a relocation firm, a temporary housing relocation provider, more than the deal itself, because I'm thinking about customer lifetime value. And that's how you should think about this business. It's not about this one night stands anymore, right? That's a thing in the past for the short-term rental side. We're thinking about long-term relationships that you want to keep with these vendors, because the more you have a relationship with them, the more they will continue to keep you top of mind with respect to where you are located in your marketplace, so that they can continue to come to you for those deals. So the truth is, they're relocating families nationwide. There is not one state gets shortchanged more than the other or whatever. With all things considered, while I don't have the data in front of me, there might be some states, depending on circumstances and fluctuations and types of properties, that end up encountering a lot of problems, that maybe do experience a lot more, again, claims than other states. For now, we don't have this data yet, as I always like to say, but when we do, either you'll bring it to me and DM me in the comments below to let me know, or I will be shooting a video when I get a hold of this data. That's if we're not going to build it ourselves. More on that later. But for now, if you got value, hit the subscribe button and make sure that you grab the Mid-Rental Insurance Blueprint on experimentrealestate.com.